But that's the difference. You have like, let's say, little Ryan or little Bart in the sink, right? Yeah. And they're like, what the f you doing? He goes, I thought it was funny. And they're like, fine, I won't do it anymore. No, I'm so sorry, right? Versus like these kids like, I am really a cat. I am a cat. Get your hands off me. Yeah.
All right, everybody, because we have the free-thinking absolutionist Matt Kim here.
Let's go, baby.
It's important. It's important to let everybody know that here at JK News, we report the news that the mainstream media won't. So today's article is very special. I hope you share it with your friends, okay?
Because you're too pussy to tell the real stories.
This article was submitted.
It's because we're not funded.
This article was submitted by our very own Steve, so you know it's the real deal.
Okay. Steve Glean?
Yes.
Oh no.
Students.
He's our white overlord.
Students dressed as furries could be collected by animal control if this new Oklahoma bill passes.
No way, dude. Stray cats and dogs?
Oklahoma Rep Justin Humphrey, his name's Humphrey by the way, I think that's funny, says his bill is a bit sarcastic, but he's making a point.
I like it actually. If you identify as an animal, then let the fucking animal control take
and you're off leash and you're not microchipped, you gotta go.
I thought they were identifying more as anamorphs and not.
What's anamorph?
What's an anamorph?
Oh, that's getting really technical.
The books, remember?
Anthropomorphic existence.
You never saw those fucking books from the Scholastic Book Club? I did. That had the flip.
Hologram.
Yeah.
Then why aren't they wearing a book then? Why are they wearing furry animals?
No, the book is a reference of animorphs. They're not books.
They're not supposed to be a book.
They're not identifying as books.
Shapeshifter, Bart.
I don't know, furry.
This is the problem with free thinking.
Yeah, you have low IQ, motherfucker.
You get stuck in a logical circle a lot.
I'm dumb, so I need communism, like we said.
Yeah.
I'm one of the guys that get fat off Dunkin' Donuts.
We get focused on the wrong thing.
Hey, some of us would.
Something about furries.
We're talking about animorphs, the true definition.
I don't know any furries in real life, but I feel like we have a pretty strong fan base who are furries.
Is it
Really?
Well, I think any, like...
What does strong fan base of furries mean? Like, what's the number?
I can picture...
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I'm learning from that, dude.
I can picture a guy in a wolf outfit and next to his cat girlfriend watching JK News right now. It's probably happening right now.
When you say strong fan base, you mean like 90% or you mean like 1%?
I would say 90% of their community, which makes 0.05 of our fan base. Because it's not a big number of people.
0.05 of our fan base is still like over 10,000 people.
Is it?
Really? That's good math. That's really good
Use your
math.
man. Asian math.
Oh, you're going based on a 2 million. I'm going based off of our 25,000 views. Our loyalist, okay?
Yeah,
That's true.
Okay, that's
The
fair.
real G's.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not identifying as an animal. They're identifying as an anamorph.
No, don't.
No, they are an anamorph.
Yeah.
Just stick to animal. Let's make this conversation.
Don't bring up animorphs anymore.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Or let's really dive into animals.
You're gonna blow my brains, dude.
He doesn't even know what an animorph is.
What is an animal?
It's a person that turns into an animal.
Yes.
Okay? Like a legit animal. A
The
furry.
covers of these books was always like a person, and then there would be like 4 developmental stages that they become the animal.
Yeah.
Right? So you could see the transformation depicted.
Is it like it's morphin' time?
Kinda.
Kind of.
So a furry is a person who is in a mascot, like a mascot outfit, right?
Yeah, that's where you buy it.
Yeah. So
But identifying it as, I wouldn't say just specifically an animal, but as a furry. They're identifying it as a furry, which is its own category of things.
Because a furry is like a humanoid version of that animal. So if you have a dog, the proportions look like a human, but the head's a dog.
But why do they drink milk out of the little bowl if they're a cat?
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That's true.
So
Like, why not eat like burgers?
like, isn't that cultural? Isn't that cultural appropriation?
Let's be authentic and let's be intelligent.
Because Chinese people already had the Monkey King, and then there's that pig guy.
Egypt's been doing this.
Yeah.
See,
So Chinese people were stealing from Egypt.
Maybe.
what came first though?
Both. They're both the same oldness.
Oh, okay.
Oldness.
That's a good question. I'm gonna ask Monkey King or Egyptian animorphs. Okay.
Which one's first?
Furries are people who identify with animals who have human characteristics like cartoon characters. That's the official definition via Google and WebMD.
WebMD has a thing about this.
They better.
Feel like they can be spending the time elsewhere.
No, this is the real news, Matt. This is the real news.
Official. Breaking.
I don't think they could write any more articles on herpes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. that's
WebMD,
true.
they ran out of material.
We know everything already.
So now it's got to be something new.
Okay, let me get an official image that I can show everybody. So, okay, so this is a collection of furries.
Sweet.
See, that's not even that many people though. It's like what, 60 people right there?
I told you, 90% of their fan
Yeah,
base.
it was like 60. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of JK furries. I think so.
Imagine animal control coming by to have to wrangle somebody up.
yeah, dude.
One, what do they have to do that would offend somebody so bad that they call animal control? And then two, would animal control take this seriously and be like,
Yeah.
I got real shit to
And
do.
what if you're just a guy who's entertaining a birthday party and you're not meant to be?
Yeah, you're at work.
You're not culturally a furry. You're just at work. Yeah.
Yeah, you're at work
Bart, you
furry.
said you kind of like it because this rep is obviously being a bit sarcastic, but to prove a point. What do you feel like the point is?
I don't know what his point is. I just like that if you want to be an animal, then you get to go to the pound.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I just like seeing someone that looks like Winnie the Pooh getting locked up.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Winnie the Pooh like in handcuffs because he's going to animal jail, or like another guy that looks like Tony the Tiger, and then a bunch of cops are beating him on the street? That would be funny.
But they would have to be doing something malicious
Probably, yeah, they'd have
or
to-
problematic, right?
It's like a replacement for the regular police. Like instead of them, then animal control.
That's a crazy law. In of all places, Oklahoma.
If one of them's got a gun, they're sending animal control.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, the fucking loop with the stick.
Yeah.
But what do you think it might be if this guy's making a point, so to speak? Like, what are they doing that's so problematic that?
Comedian.
Probably because it's
I
like how
think
many
he's in the
furries
same
are there?
school of thought as me, where it's like, oh, you want to smoke a cigarette, young man? Smoke the whole fucking carton.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
you want to be an animal so bad, then
Yeah.
here's my fucking
about right.
grappling hook.
Bart's like, all right, well, you better get neutered and spayed because we can't get more of you in our community.
I think it's to prevent the normalization of this amongst children. So there are a lot of kids in school right now, in high school and middle school, that are identifying as furries.
I can just tell your IQ is just much higher than mine.
Yeah.
We set him up for that. Bart. The whole thing's a setup.
Yeah, you guys set the standard, so that makes me seem smart. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Thank you guys.
Keep going. I'm gonna take notes.
But I think that's what it is, because right now there's a thing where among schools, like, all right, if you're a furry, if you can identify as a furry, and you can come to school in your furry outfit, which is like weird, right? I don't think anyone's mad about people dressing up as an animal. Do whatever you want to do in life. Nobody cares.
But we get to beat you up a little bit, right?
Yeah, just get beat up a bit. Like, I have a right to beat you up just like you have a right to wear this, right? But to normalize it within schools and be like, no, like, you have to respect the fact that little Timmy thinks he's a cat, and therefore you have to address him as a cat,
And he wants to
and you
shit
have
in
to
the
give him a
sandbox
litter
now.
box in school. I think that's really what he's saying. Like, if you want to act like an animal, we're going to treat you like an animal. Because it's weird. Like, school saying, okay, you have to respect little Timmy because he identifies as a cat. I think that's what they're pushing back against, not the fact that people want to dress up as animals or dress up as anime. Like, this has always been around. No one's ever frowned upon it.
Just do it at home, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing with like drag. Like, drag has always been around. No one cares that you do drag. But when you start rolling out drag into schools, like, no, like, that's my kid. You don't get to indoctrinate my kid. I get to indoctrinate my kid.
Yeah, I get to be in drag for my kid.
Yeah, that's my decision, you know?
Back when we were in high school, if you sagged your pants, they would either tell you to like pull your pants up, or you gotta go home, or they gotta, you know.
Or kids pantsed you.
But then if you wear like, think about the disruption of the kid wearing a furry outfit in class.
I think that,
Like, how distracting is that? And on top of that, if the whole school is bending over backwards for little Timmy, all the other kids are gonna be like, "Yo, I want to be a fucking furry too.
That's why it says-
I want to shit in a cat box."
they're trying to say if you want to beat up a guy in a furry, you first have to identify as animal control.
It's just role play. Oh, my bad.
But you know, if you were gonna be beat up, you might as well be beat up in a furry outfit because they look very comfortable.
Way more padding.
Yeah, you can take more blows. It's not.
And nobody will see you cry under there.
Yeah, less soft tissue.
Especially if you identify as a porcupine.
If you're in that world, then can you identify as that furry's predator and kill them?
Actually, yeah, but then you're also a furry if you do that.
That's not furry rules though.
No, I'm a tiger. I kill fucking little mice or whatever.
Yeah, but then varsity football's still gonna beat you up after.
Problem you gotta worry about.
Because they identify as jocks.
Damn it, dude.
I mean, I know I'm probably supposed to be like, that's bad for society, but I kind of like watching it all go to shit. Like, it's funny. Maybe it's the comedy side that's like, wow, like how far are they gonna go? And I heard that they were letting kids like shit in the sink and stuff because they're like, I'm a cat.
These poor janitors.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
My fucking cat don't shit in a sink.
But then, like, we did shit like that as pranks without identifying as anything.
Nah, dude. Never.
You identified as hoodlums.
But that's the difference. You have like, let's say, little Ryan or little Bart shitting in a sink, right? And they're like, what the fuck you doing? He goes, I thought it was funny. And they're like, fine, I won't do it anymore. No, I'm so sorry, right? Versus like these kids like,
I am really a cat. I am a cat. Get your hands off me.
and they're like, what
And you're
the
like,
fuck?
we gotta get this kid to animal control.
This guy is,
this kid is nuts.
hopeless.
It's funny because, like, I get it. Like, if they want to do that, it doesn't hurt anybody. It's not imposing. Cool. But then a part of me is also just jealous that people get rights when I got in trouble for the same shit.
Yeah.